Hi everyone, I'm so sorry that I haven't posted an update for quite a while. I was planning to do something once a week, but unfortunately, a lot has been happening in my life, which has pushed making videos down the bottom of the pile. I won't fill you in today on it, but I will fill you in on some future videos. But I thought it's rather apt to say a lot has been happening because a friend of mine actually commented that there was a lot happening in my lounge room. So I'm just going to give you a tour of that. Yep, so this here is the lounge room part of this room that has a lot happening, and obviously that's a TV there. And then there's also the dining area places. That's actually a separate room to the lounge room. Then over here, just behind that, is my home office, but I also use it for personal computer use as well. So that could be a third room. And then just in front of it, when I have guests stay, I put a bed there. So it also doubles or triples as a guest room, which would be generally another room. So down over here is the library where I store all my books. So some people have got a library room of their own. So that makes, are we up to a fifth room now? And then over there is the kitchen. And of course, many people have a separate kitchen as well. So I guess that you could actually say this room has at least 6 functions and probably 6 rooms. And oh, I forgot about it. Here's the laundry basket down there. But this place doesn't come with an internal laundry. It has an external laundry with a space for my washing machine. So I guess that's what we mean by there's a lot happening in this room. Okay, so that's the end of the tour of my lounge room and demonstrating how it actually is almost up to 6 rooms in one, given how much was happening there. But that's the way it is when you live in a sort of probably small to medium size 1 bedroom unit. All the rooms end up having to be multifunctional. Now, moving on to my bedroom, it's not that there is a lot happening in there, but there will be a lot happening in there. So come with me on that tour. Okay, so just going into my bedroom. As you can see, it's got a lot of clothes and things sort of stuffed into baskets and all that. So I'm sort of making some plans. So with this here, I'm planning to replace that with a triple cube bookcase. So instead of having 2 rows of baskets, it will have 3. So it will be a little bit higher, but it will store a whole lot more. And then this cube I'll put over here, and then these cubes, I guess I'll get rid of them on Facebook Marketplace. And now just looking at this section here, it's a cubicle that's about 115 centimetres wide by about probably 90 centimetres deep. So what I'm thinking would be great is if I could put a couple of inbuilt wardrobe, well, put in an inbuilt wardrobe there. And IKEA does have the perfect wardrobe to fit in there. So just come with me while we look it up. Hello, so this is the type of wardrobe I was thinking of. Probably this one here. I'll just open it up because I like the ideas of the doors opening, but instead of sort of having these sort of shelves, I'd probably have 2 rods. Yep, so that's sort of an example of some of the wardrobes then type. So I can't find exactly what I'm looking for, but it would be sort of roughly something like that, with just some door handles and just a couple of rods. There is actually one that is only 50 centimetres wide, so something like that, that you could actually put a door on. Again, instead of the shelf, I can have two of those. But the only problem is that I would have problems sort of opening one of the doors, and it would be really hard to get in. Here's another one where it could actually just be shelved. So you could have one with the two rods and one with the shelves. Or the other option is the double door one like that. And then even if that door doesn't open properly because there's not much room between it and the end of the cube bookcase, you can always open that door and then somehow get stuff in there. There are sort of obviously a few issues with it, so we'll have a look at the measurements. Yep, so that shows the measurements there, 100 metres wide, which fits in well within the 115 centimetres. In the height, the ceiling's a lot taller than 200 centimetres. And then it comes as 15 packages, wow. But then you're looking at the wardrobe frame on its own is nearly 40 kilos. And then you've obviously got the door. I'm not worried about the weight of the door. I can lift 10 kilos, no problems, and drag that in. But I don't really know how I'd manage manoeuvring 40 kilos. We'll just go back. The narrow wardrobe, so we're just going to go into that and we'll look at the measurements. Okay, so it's 50 centimetres wide, so two of those is 100, not a problem. And the packaging is, I'm surprised that the wardrobe frame for one is still 30 kilos. To me, that's still quite difficult to manoeuvre. Oh, it is a wardrobe I'd like to install, but it would be the 100 centimetre wide one so that you can sort of manage to get things in and out. But the weight does sort of cause me to think. Okay, well, that's sort of it for deciding what to do with the bedroom. I'm definitely going to go ahead and get that triple cube bookcase, but when it comes to the wardrobe, I'm just worried that it's heavy. It will be hard to shift in there once it's installed, and I can't go the two separate ones because one of the doors just wouldn't open very much because of the cube bookcase blocking it. So I can't sort of put anything in there because I won't be able to get in there to get it out. While if I went with the sort of large wardrobe rather than the two small ones pushed together, I could actually manage to manoeuvre in there to get clothes off the sort of rods and put them back on, but it's just, yeah, too heavy to manoeuvre in there. So that's it for now. It's New Year's Eve of 2025, so wishing everybody a happy new year, hoping that 2026 is a much better year than what 2025 has been, especially for some people. Okay then, bye for now.